Hey, Harry, Okay, what are you doing?
Hanging out. You know, relaxing.
Okay. It looks like you're standing kind of rigid and formal, not at all relaxed.
Really? No. Opposite, actually.
Jesus, what did they do to you? Anyway, would you mind looking after Archie? I have an audition.
Is it for Martin Scorsese?
It's for Last Man Standing, but my agent said it could be recurring.
I'm sure it's wonderful, darling. It only sounds shitty.
Yeah, thanks. Okay, see you later.
Now, in an interview a few months back, you claimed that your whole family was a bunch of losers, your brother was responsible for your mother's death, and that you hope the whole family ends up that way. Don't you see how that's a bit cutting?
I don't see that as cutting at all. You know, I love my brother, I love my family, and I think that those comments were made and intended, you know, as an expression of love and admiration, not as a way to drive the family apart. Certainly the media would have you believe that. They were willing to lie to protect my brother. They weren't willing to lie to protect me or my wife.
There were also reports of an incident in which Meghan Markle attempted to pants King Charles during an event. Is that true?
I mean, that was an attempt at levity. Nothing wrong with a little humor in the family. And she was trying to introduce that.
So she actually did try to pull his pants down? That's true?
I think that's funny. Don't you?
I don't know.
His trousers were much too tight. And people didn't understand that. Certainly the media didn't understand that. And I think that's why we have to tell our story.
Your truth, your twisted little arsewipe truth. You little piece of dribble piss.
The issue is when someone who's marrying in, who should be a supporting act, is then stealing the limelight or is doing the job better than the person who was born to do this. That upsets people. It shifts the balance.
In his book, he writes of the friction about his father. What he really couldn't stomach was someone new dominating the monarchy, grabbing the limelight, someone shiny and new coming in and overshadowing him. And Camilla.
All right, now, let's get into this. Now, as we know, Princess Meghan, she had a go at Kate, pretending that she was sort of stiff and cold behind the scenes and that she wasn't much of a hugger. Surprise, surprise, plenty of photographic evidence that that's not true, that she's a normal human being who hugs people.
Yes, I mean, of course, West Coast America, hugging is all important. Even men hug on the West Coast of America. I'm told it's all quite trendy. But the idea that Kate is somehow, yeah, I'm not for it, but never mind. You know, I think, but the whole idea that Kate is this very cold fish, and yet you see the joy when she met a former school teacher of hers. You saw the joy with that wonderful polar explorer. The point is, Kate hugs people she likes, which is why she didn't hug Meghan, because she sussed her out very early on how wise and how magnificent Kate is.
Can we change the super at the bottom of the screen? Farage, I'm not a hugger. I'd like that at the bottom of the screen for the rest of the conversation, please. Farage, I'm not a hugger.
Oh my god, did you just fart?
Dirty twat. Who was him?
Meg. All my friends call me Meg, and my parents call me Meg.
Shut up, Meg.
No. Nobody prepares you. No, I mean, but even down to like the national anthem.
Discovered that the boat had been boarded by pirates. They rounded up all the... Peter! They rounded up all the passengers on deck and singled out Peter and...
With their romance and engagement. Turns out to have been a series of whoppers. They told the BBC in 2017 they were set up by a mutual friend on a blind date. They told Netflix they met on Instagram. And what about Harry's modest proposal in their humble cottage kitchen?
It happened a few weeks ago, earlier this month, here at our cottage. Just a standard, typical night for us.
It's a cosy night. What were we doing? Just roasting chicken and having...
Trying to roast chicken.
Trying to roast a chicken. And it was just an amazing surprise. It was so sweet.
an amazing surprise. It was so sweet. Well, according to Netflix, which is their show, it was actually a candlelit extravaganza in their walled garden. And Meghan was so amazingly surprised, she managed to figure out what was happening and tell her friend about it before Harry even popped the question. A small little detail, but rather like their claim, or Meghan's claim, that they'd been secretly married by the Archbishop of Canterbury in their garden before, 3 days before, the big televised wedding, which also turned out not just to be untrue, but had it been true, to the Archbishop of Canterbury being incarcerated in prison.
Thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed this. We're deep diving revenge, so be sure to check back for those videos. Those are my most fun things that I record. I love it so much. I'm really enjoying the deep dive. Check out my merch. I now have Hank and Skank stuff up. I'll put the link in the comments, and check out my Patreon, patreon.com/Real Housewives Recaps. I'm about to start doing extra Harry and Meghan stuff content over there, so check that out. Thanks so much for watching. I'll talk to you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.